Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Sarah who lived in a small town. Sarah was an intelligent and ambitious woman who worked hard to achieve her goals. She had a loving family and few close friends who always support her. One day, while walking home from work, Sarah was attacked and raped by a stranger. The experience left her traumatized, frightened, and feeling as though her life was destroyed. Her family and friends were devastated by the news and drilled around her, doing everything they could to help her heal. In the days and weeks that followed, Sarah struggled to come to terms with what had happened to her. She was consumed by a feeling of shame, guilt, and anger. She felt as though her body has been violated and her sense of safety and trust shattered. Despite her struggles, Sarah refused to let her attacker define her life. She reached out for professional help and began to attend therapy sessions. With the support of her loved ones and guidance of a therapist, Sarah slowly started to regain her confidence and sense of self. Over time, Sarah found that most important thing she could do for herself was confront the trauma head-on. She began to speak openly about her experience, both her loved ones and to others who had gone through the similar experience. She learned that by sharing her story, she could help others feel less alone and could also help to break down the stigma surrounding sexual assault. Sarah also found solace in physical activity. She started to go for a daily walk and eventually took up running. The physical activity helped her to release the pent-up emotions that were still swirling inside her and also gave her the sense of control over her body. As the time passed, Sarah began to see that she was more than just a victim of rape. She was a survivor, a fighter, and a person who was capable of rebuilding her life. She started to set new goals for her and worked hard to achieve them. She decided to go back to school to pursue a new career and found a renewed sense of purpose and directions. In the end, Sarah's journey of recovery was long and difficult, but she emerged from it stronger and more resilient than ever before. She learned that healing from trauma is not linear processes and that there will be ups and downs along by the way. But by staying committed to her own well-being and surrounding herself with people who loved and supported her, she was capable to overcome the trauma and rebuild her life in her own terms. The moral of the story is that no matter what challenges we face in life, we have the power within us to overcome them. It may not be easy and it may take time, but with perseverance, self-care, and the support of loved ones, we can emerge from the darkest of the situations stronger and more resilient than before. And by sharing our stories and helping others who are going through the similar struggles, we can help to break down the stigma around trauma and promote healing and understanding of the community. The tips I am giving to you: if you meet any such victims, you can help them in these type of ways. Listen and validate their feelings. It is important to create a safe and supportive environment where the victim can express their feelings without judgment or criticism. Listen actively and validate their emotions, letting them know that their feelings are unstable and valid. Encourage professional help. Encourage the victim to seek professional help from a therapist, counselor, or a trained professionals. A mental health professionals can provide support and guidance in processing their trauma and developing coping mechanism. Help them to find a support group. Encourage the victim to join a support group for the survivors of the sexual assault. Support groups provide a sense of community where survivors can share their experiences, receive validations, and gain strength from others who have gone through similar situations. Help them practice self-care. Encourage the victim to prioritize self-care activities that promote relaxation, stress reductions, and emotional healing. Examples include meditations, yoga, exercise, or journaling. Support their decisions. It's important to respect the victim's choice and decision even if they were different from what you would choose for yourself. This means avoiding pressuring them to do things they are not comfortable with, or telling them how they should feel or act. Help them find empowerment. Encourage the victim to find the ways to reclaim the sense of control and empowerment. This could include taking self-defense classes, setting new goals, or finding new hobbies and interests. Tips number 7 I give to you: be patient and understanding. Recovery from a sexual assault is a journey that takes time and patience. Be there to support the victim through their ups and downs, and understand that their progress may not be linear. With your support and encouragement, they can regain their confidence and self-worth. Okay? Thank you, and hope would you find some way to regain your confidence. And guy must help people around you if they feel like this. So, thank you again.